Hey, it's James Wilson-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are on set with Yumi at 6 for the Take Off Your Colours cover shoot. I'm joined now by Josh and Max. How are you guys?
Very well. I don't know which way to hold this microphone.
Go this way. Go this way. It'll be a beautiful thing.
Imagine you're Motti, you commentate on football.
Oh, yes.
Talking like that.
No way, I've always seen that as your secondary career. Be a nice football commentator.
Josh is very good at it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Turn those voices on. This is an exciting day, man. Returning to kind of Take Off Your Colours era, it's nice looking back. At the time of recording now, what kind of stage are we at in terms of prepping for the tour and everything? Have you been in rehearsals yet? Are you looking into all the stuff yet? Not yet?
No.
Okay.
It's been more sit down at home and play the songs through yourself.
Okay.
Kind of get yourself mentally prepared before we all get back in the room together. So we were like, we know what we're doing. Instead of trying to play Gossip, and I've just made it to like 45 seconds and I can't remember what I'm doing. So.
Right, that sounds about right. Is that so how's it go? What have been the kind of surprises then, just initially looking back? There must be certain songs where you're going, that's the one I'm going to have to concentrate and remember the lyrics for a little bit more.
That's unfortunately me for every Yumi song ever.
Oh, really?
Like, I'm not great at any cover we've ever done, I've always got the lyrics sheets in front of me, and most times when we're on stage, I'm like, I wish there was a way of me not messing up this song. Like there was times where we'd be playing and Dan would just go and talk about Mike. He'll just start singing the actual words like, that's what they are.
We have joked about maybe doing the Ron Burgundy teleprompter for Josh. Maybe
oh,
at some
nice.
point. So, but that's just an ongoing joke for the editor.
I'm trying to be. I've been listening to the record at least 2 or 3 times a week just to get my head around everything. But it's weird. Singing is similar to, obviously there's a muscle memory thing, but like with singing, it's like if you can get the first line of each verse and each chorus, and you're done. That's all you need to remember.
Right.
Your brain like turns itself on.
Clicks in.
It's when I forget the first line that I mess up. So yeah.
Should be no danger on this time. We'll be fine. Get those first lines down. We'll be absolutely good. I guess, what is the track actually that's been the longest since you guys have played? Is it Gossip? Like, what was been the one that's been the longest gap since you guys have played that song?
Probably call that a comeback.
Right.
Probably the last time we played it was when we recorded it.
Man.
We've never played it. Never played that live. Gossip, would be. I think that was one of the first. Nasty Habits and Gossip were the first two. I think we retired pretty early on, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were just ones that didn't maybe link up with the other material moving forward. So when you're building a set list, you always kind of think what works together and what doesn't work. So it's just been really nice just listening back to the record. It's kind of like it is like a trip down memory lane. Yeah, it's kind of remembering like time and places when you've played certain songs at certain gigs or the recording experience of it. So I think it's just going to be one of those tours where we're going to look back and go, wow, what a homecoming almost.
Yeah. In terms of revisiting then, is there anything musically you're thinking, we might twist this around a little bit this time, we might update, we might try and change things around, or are we going to be going, full classic and faithful?
I don't think we know.
I think, it's the unknown.
Until we play it, until we try jamming it, I don't think we know what we're going to do with it.
I also think I'm not going to say the band who it was, but we went and saw an artist recently at a festival, and they started changing some of the bigger songs that you want to just hear and go and sing along. And I think that kind of put me in that headspace of being like, this is a record that people want to hear and they have been asking for a long time. So I'm a bit skeptical about maybe changing some things personally, because I think people want to go there and just relive listening to that record they heard 10 years ago that maybe inspired their uni days. And, if I was going to go that night and have a few drinks myself, if somebody just twists a few things and changes a few things, I'd be like, what's going to happen? I don't know.
Right.
So it's unknown really at the moment, isn't it? It all might change.
The shows aren't for us, are they? They're for the people. So it's like, we can go out and, do whatever to them, but then it's like, as Max said, it sort of defeats the point, the purpose of the tour is to celebrate the record the way it was. There might be some cool stuff to do with maybe some of the slower songs, make them acoustic or something like that, but I don't know. And we're not going to take a song and tear it apart and rewrite it.
Right.
Then, I think that's half the reason why people want to come and see this record, because like you said, a lot of these songs we haven't played for a long time, and if you go, my favourite song's that song, and then you totally change it, they'll be like, well, I'm a bit gutted because I wanted to hear the OG album version.
Yeah, sure. want to talk about some of the memories of the actual time period when you guys were writing it. So let's talk about the kind of recording process first of all. You must have had fond memories. You guys were starting out. It's the big album. It's the big first kind of opportunity there. What were the kind of memories of being in the recording studio for the first time? Any particular standout moments that have stayed with you there?
Els Baguettes.
It's so funny, you're going to take the words out of my mouth.
Going every day to Els Baguettes, just round the corner from John Mitchell's.
One guitar tone for the whole entire record.
Brilliant.
Because the funny thing is with that record, it was recorded in such a quick time frame. It was 2 weeks we did the whole record in.
Yeah.
So it was very like bang, 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 come
Plug
on,
in and play.
plug in, play. Like there's no time to mess up here, guys, because we've got X amount on our budget and we're basically spending it all in the 2 weeks we're there. Mostly on Els Baguettes, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Matt O'Grady always having a 4-pack of Fosters, regardless of what day it was.
Mitchell Fourlegs,
Mitch and Four Legs, yeah.
aka John Mitchell's cat.
Right, nice.
I think just the fond memories of just being at Outhouse Studios with John Mitchell and Matt O'Grady. You know, I think they're the first couple of people we worked in the studio that we really clicked with, and they kind of, you know, for myself personally, I can talk from Matt O'Grady being a guitar player from Fastlane. It was like learning new tricks from somebody that you kind of looked up to as a player and had really good ideas, and he kind of enhanced when you're on the fly. Oh, I'm going to record this guitar part now. He'll pick up a guitar, go, and we'd kind of noodle about for a bit and go, oh, let's try this. And it would always be right. And you'd be like, that fits so much better, Matt. Come on, yeah, here we go. So they definitely guided it along our journey on Take Off Your Colours to define some of the sounds of the songs.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, to match that with both John and Max, I sort of went in and back and forth vocally, like it was working with people that gave me the confidence to like understand what it was to have a voice and how to use it. And I don't think I'd ever even understood what a harmony was until I'd ever sat down with them. Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of like just little things like learning people that had a vast experience, and both of them are just characters, unbelievable characters, and that's why we're friends with them, you know, 10 years later after, and that's rare. You know, sometimes you make records with people, and you know, there's people we've made records with I don't think I've spoken to, unfortunately, and since we made the records with them, really. But I know Matt he's already planned the 3 or 4 shows he's coming to on the tour, and I'm sure, I haven't spoken to John yet, but I'm sure he'll want to come out. So it was just a good time, wasn't it? It was just the first ever thing we did.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's just like your first creation in the musical world. It was the first time we were making a record, and I think when you're at that age, from songs you've written from 15 to 18, you know, you're making your first LP, and at that time it was so important to us because that was the time when people were buying records, and to have a CD you can go, this is our band's first full-length record. It was a very exciting time, you know, just to kind of be like, this is us on a CD.
We did it. It's
after
there.
2-3 years of writing music in your bedroom and like various rehearsal spaces across the country, you know.
Yeah, and we should say, in terms of, like you say, it sounds like almost a bit of a musical education in a way, and you know, you're being taught all these amazing things by these amazing people. I guess the other aspect of that is you kind of jokingly referred in the mag recently, Josh, that you guys were known as Dial-A-Tour back in the day, just because touring with so many artists. But that at the same time has got to be an amazing formative experience, getting on the road and just being with all these amazing artists. Is there anything you picked up from that particular time that then fed into the record and fed into moving forward?
I think it was just like, you know, when we did shows of whether it be Newfound Glory or Fight Style, of course, Charlie had a very successful career before that, and lots of different things, to even to the tail end of it, like doing shows of, okay, the record we already made at this time, but Fall Out Boy, and like having a chance to talk to people that you'd only ever seen on TV or heard their music or read about in magazines, and like asking, you know, questions. I remember Ian from Newfound, I think we actually went on tour with them just before we went in to record the record, and actually no, I can't say that first bit of it, the story, but
the shower scene.
No, just what we were doing on the bus. Well, he was at the other end of a bong basically, and he came up for air and was just like, you know, he said the thing about music is if you spend too much time worrying about the people that don't like you, you won't concentrate on the people that do like you.
Right.
And I remember like it was like a light bulb moment where, because in my head I was singing, well, yeah, we've just played a show tonight where your fans don't like us. So then what it made me think about was, okay, well, what Newfound, the reason they've been able to be a band for 20 years, 25 years is because they've focused on their sound and the people that like their band, and they're not too concerned about people that don't. And that was the lesson I took from that was, okay, if you're doing something right, there'll be an equal amount of people that don't like you, that do like you. It's the people that don't have an opinion that you need to be worried about, because you haven't got their attention. So if they love you, great. If they hate you, it's also kind of great, but just focus on the people that do love you. And that was a bit of advice that I took on that I think I've just carried from my
absolutely.